So here we are to tell our story. We are both Jewish German refugees driven out by Hitler. We arrived in this country at the age of 15 and a half, so it's a long time ago. So let me start at the beginning. I come from Nuremberg, the notorious Nuremberg, where all the Nazi rallies were held. Where not only the Nazi rallies were held, we also had Julius Streicher, the editor of a paper called Der Stürmer, the Stormer, with these horrendously anti-Semitic drawings. And so Nuremberg, it was difficult. Nuremberg was a difficult town to be Jewish in. Most synagogues in Germany were destroyed on Kristallnacht in November 1938. The Nuremberg synagogue was burned years before that. So it was difficult to grow up in Nuremberg. We lived, my father had a very small stationery business, and things went very well till 1933, when Hitler came to power. I mean, he came to power, he was elected to power, but with his Nazi ideology, he came to power, and within 3 weeks, Dachau concentration camp was established near Munich. Within weeks, book burnings took place in every town, in every marketplace, all over Germany. Book burnings took place within the first few months of him coming to power. This ideology of hatred, of being in control, was unbelievable. Book burnings, Albert Einstein, Franz Kafka, Victor Hugo, anybody they did not like who talked of liberty, and you will be interested to know that our national poet, our national poet, I belong here now, Robert Burns, his books were burned along with all the others. He was a libertarian, he was a free thinker, and he would not have survived long. His ideas would not have survived long in Germany. So growing up is difficult. Okay, nothing happened till the anti-Semitism started to bite in. It came at the very beginning. I went to the local primary school, no problem. Only all of a sudden, we were sat in the back row. There were 3 Jewish boys in my class. We were sat in the back row. No one would speak to us, neither the teachers nor the pupils. And amongst a class of 20, you have 4 or 5 friends. But even they didn't speak to you any longer. Why? Because the power of intimidation from the Nazis. Their parents would lose their job, their parents wouldn't get advantage. So don't speak to Jews, have nothing to do with Jews. It was tough. So what did we do? We tried to keep ourselves. Give you an idea, at the age of 10, what used to be your friends sitting in class, were singing little ditties. I'll say it in German first, and then I translate it. 2 Juden baden in einem Fluss, weil sich ne Sau mal waschen muss. Der eine ist ersoffen, vom anderen wollen wir es hoffen. 2 Jews bathe in a water hollow, 1 quickly drowned, we hope the other one will follow. Now, just imagine, you're sitting in class, and they're singing this. Well, it is quite horrendous, terrible, but you have to deal with it. Things went from bad to worse. 1935, the Nuremberg laws were promulgated. Now, the Nuremberg anti-Semitic laws were just beyond belief. You became a non-citizen, you became a no one. You had no rights left. You were not allowed to go to concerts, to the cinema, to public meetings. You were absolutely completely segregated. What is worse, your parents really lost their livelihood. You were under the Nuremberg laws. You were not allowed to deal with non-Jewish people. So if you were a shopkeeper, your customer volume shrank to just a few. If you were a lawyer or a doctor or a businessman, you could only deal with other Jewish people. So your income was immediately reduced and made things very, very difficult. And we already then began to know we cannot we cannot stay in this country. The problem is, where could we go?